This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. We begin tonight with the battle between the Chief Judge of the 12th Circuit in Sarasota and Sheriff Tom Knight over the issue of guns in the courthouse, and an appeals court is siding with the sheriff. The court is saying Sheriff Tom Knight can return his deputies to a post at the clerk of court office. The issue all started when State Senator Greg Steube set out to test Judge Charles Williams' ban on bringing guns into the courthouse. Steube argued that he should be allowed to keep his firearm on him because the building is not a gun-free zone since it does not have any actual courtrooms.
So for years, concealed license permit holders' rights have been broken by a government entity, and I just don't think that's right.
Sheriff Knight says his legal team will be taking a look at the appeals court ruling before he makes a decision on what to do next. The man suspected of leaving the scene of a crash on I-75 that left 3 young children seriously injured has been arrested. 63-year-old Billy Catherwood was arrested this morning and is accused of DUI and leaving the scene of a crash. 2 girls ages 6 and 8 were thrown from the SUV they were riding in when a pickup truck hit their vehicle near Apollo Beach in Sun City. A 10-year-old boy was also injured. FHP troopers found the truck abandoned about 13 miles away from the accident site in Manatee County. An update now on 2 new roundabouts on US 41 in Sarasota. Crews are starting to remove the center median between 10th and 14th Streets. That median has to be demolished to make way for a temporary southbound traffic lane during construction. That traffic change will start in a few weeks to avoid the extra holiday traffic. Construction will continue until July of 2019 for the new roundabouts at 41 and 10th and 41 and 14th Streets. Well, let's check in with meteorologist Steve Newman for a look at your first alert forecast. Steve?
Hi, Jacqueline. We're in a transition period now between our unseasonable warmth and more typical seasonal temperatures as we move into the weekend, and even cooler still next week. And this stationary front is the first element, and it's going to slowly drift southward as we move through the night and tomorrow. Behind it, drier, somewhat cooler air and some scattered showers around, but not a whole lot. But one little interesting feature is just off the coast along the stationary front. Looks like a little low has formed. See it swirling there, and these showers ahead of that are probably the stationary front draped across the state. But for us overnight tonight, no rain, but it could be a lot of fog in some inland areas and low overcast with that northerly wind cooling things off down to the dew point, allowing that to settle. But those are very gentle breezes, which is conducive for the fog to form. And tomorrow we'll have partly sunny skies after the morning fog burns off. But tonight, look for that patches of fog. Temperatures slowly cooling from the 62-degree reading about midnight. Some models are taking it down to around 57, 58 for the low temperature. This one is keeping it about 60, but it is going to be a few degrees cooler tonight than we've seen for a while. And this cooling trend will last right on through the new year. We'll have a look at the New Year's Eve forecast, what the temperature might be like when that pineapple drops on Main Street, coming up in just a few minutes. Jacqueline.
Okay, thank you so much, Steve. Some Disney World hotels have tossed out the Do Not Disturb signs in exchange for room occupied signs as a new security measure. It all comes months after the worst mass shooting in modern U.S. history, in which a gunman shot people at a music festival from the 32nd floor of a Las Vegas hotel. Adriana Iwasinski has more details.
Right now, only the resorts closest to the Magic Kingdom are affected by this policy change of who can enter a guest room and why. They are the Polynesian, the Grand Floridian, the Contemporary, and Bay Lake resorts. Disney confirms now, instead of having a Do Not Disturb sign, guests will have room occupied placards instead, which will give Disney workers the right to enter any guest room even when the sign is displayed for maintenance, safety, security, or any other purpose. The new placards have already made their debut on Twitter. So what do people visiting Orlando and the Magic Kingdom think about it? So far, the reviews are mixed.
I do think it may be a little bit of an invasion of privacy, but I do understand.
I'm for it. Definitely. We want everybody to be safe.
Rosa Crespo is visiting from New York and says in light of the deadly shooting that happened in Las Vegas, any extra security measures are welcomed by her, even if it means more access to her hotel room.
I will welcome them in. The safer the better.
I applaud Disney. They're being proactive again.
Kevin Barry is the former Orange County sheriff and says the new policy is a sign of the times and already happening in other parts of the world.
Disney's on the right course here because that is one of the do-outs that came out of the Las Vegas shooting, is he had too much access to that room and nobody knew what was going on.
Well, Disney declined to say whether the change was made because of the Las Vegas massacre. It did say it was made for a variety of reasons that include security, safety, and the guest experience. A newly uncovered video shows a resident at a Florida assisted living facility beating another resident. In that video obtained last week, a 52-year-old man is seen punching an 86-year-old man more than 50 times. The older man, who has dementia, lay curled up on the floor. Police say the younger man accused the older one of eating his cupcake. The Good Samaritan Retirement Home's surveillance system recorded the entire video in October, and it was later turned over to police. Police say the elderly resident had to even be hospitalized. The resident seen doing the beating had previously suffered a traumatic brain injury. Police say he was not charged for the beating because of, quote, his limited capacity. He was removed from the facility temporarily, but was later allowed to return with one-on-one supervision. Earlier this month, 2 administrators were arrested in connection with separate incidents on charges of neglect of the elderly. The state shut down that facility last week. A Florida police officer whose photo gained him internet fame while working after Hurricane Irma has resigned during an internal affairs investigation. Michael Hamill resigned from the Gainesville Police Department earlier this month. Police say investigators were looking into his anti-Semitic statements made on Hamill's personal Facebook page, as well as allegations that Hamill had consensual sex while on duty. Hamill gained attention after a selfie with 2 other Gainesville police officers was posted to the department's Facebook following Hurricane Irma. Well, there's a new push to help out a Suncoast musician who has long given a helping hand to others. George Lebus has been in a wheelchair now for nearly 3 decades, and there are many trying to get him a new vehicle. ABC7's Rick Adams has more from Venice.
Well, this is the vehicle that belongs to George Lebes. The poor condition of the car, combined with him being in a wheelchair, has made life very difficult for him and his wife. This is what George Lebes does best, playing music and teaching it. Unfortunately, it's been very challenging for him to get around because his old car keeps breaking down, and it's not a vehicle that's ideal for someone in a wheelchair.
Pulling the chair in and out and lifting, it has hand controls. My shoulders and my hands are worn out, and it's just it's getting to be too much.
The process of getting in and out of the car takes several minutes for the 66-year-old, and he has to keep his fingers crossed that the car will start and get him to where he's going. Back in 1990, Lebes was in a motorcycle accident where a vehicle struck him. That left him paralyzed from the chest down. Lebes says his wife has had many health issues as well and has been out of work, so there have been many financial difficulties, including not being able to get a new vehicle. On top of that, he's also a colon cancer survivor.
Because of my age and the issue with the wheelchair and stuff, I need a van.
The van that Lebes needs is a wheelchair ramp-equipped minivan. Some folks at Troll Music in Venice, where Lebes is an instructor, recently started a GoFundMe page to help him out. At this point, they've been able to raise a few $1,000s of the more than $20,000 needed for the van. They are hoping a lot more people will step up to help out.
Some really wonderful people have come forward to donate what they can and help out. And, you know, I mean, your heart breaks when you see him trying to get in and out of there. And he's got so much to offer. He does, the students love him. We love him. He's one of the easiest guys to work with. I mean, he's just great.
George Lebes has been playing the saxophone, flute, clarinet, and other instruments now for around 50 years and has touched the lives of so many, especially his students. In addition to the GoFundMe page, you can help by stopping into Troll Music or calling them.
I'm grateful for any help that can be given to me.
And for more information on how you could assist George and to help him keep the music going, you can log on to our website at mysuncoast.com. Reporting from Venice, I'm Rick Adams, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Okay, thank you so much, Rick. Stay with us. Meteorologist Steve Newman will be back with your first alert forecast. Plus, an Oregon man drives off the end of a pier while he was trying to escape from police. And Apple is apologizing after admitting to slowing down older iPhone batteries, what the company is now offering to make up for their wrongdoing.
Ever since I can remember, I've been intrigued by industrial design and the optimization.
Wait, that's passion? Ever since I can remember, my passion has been industrial design. We need 3D printers for Miss Adams' engineering program so that we are ready to solve 21st century challenges.
Impressive. Think It Up is a new initiative to support student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classroom today? Think It Up.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and three-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-307-2040 now and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Melberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you the #1 mistakes retirees are making with their investments today, and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-307-2040 to have your free information kit rushed to your door. Again, that's 800-307-2040.
Florida Studio Theater has extended the 8-time Tony Award winner Once. Captivating and breathtaking, Once is an unforgettable story about going for your dreams and the power of music to connect us all. Critics are calling Once engaging and heartwarming, outstanding, and a flawless production. Audiences are calling it phenomenal and better than Broadway. Once is now playing through January 14th. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
ABC7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast.
Well, Steve, another pleasant night out there. I was actually able to open my windows at home instead of the air conditioning, and it was pretty nice out.
Scott has been asking for that for a long time. He likes to have his windows open at night, and a lot of people do, and you're going to be able to do that for a while, and then you're going to want to shut them because it'll be too cold.
Okay. Well, that's not something we're normally used to here.
That could come in about a week's time. But let's take a look at what a beautiful late afternoon it was from our Anna Maria cam, and you can see people getting off and on their boats. It was just a delightful day. We thought it might have been a little cooler today, but it wound up being pretty close to where we've been for the last couple of days with temperatures in the upper 70s. And currently, as we look out at the beautiful nighttime scene over Sarasota Bay from our ABC7 tower cam, the current temperature, I'm going to stay out of the way so you can see how beautiful it is, 61 is the temperature. Dew points have cooled off to the upper 50s, and that's probably where we're going to bottom out for our low temperature tonight. And indeed, you can kind of see the stationary front that's been draped across the state today. Temperatures in the 50s to the north, 70s and low 80s to the south side of that stationary front that's just wobbling back and forth, drifting slowly southward tonight to tomorrow. High of 78 in Sarasota, Arcadia 75, the warm spot 82 at Arcadia. Now, this is interesting. The almanac, we were 78 today and 59 this morning. Was it 7 degrees warmer on both counts? It has been as warm as 84 2 years ago today, at 2015, and it can get cold, 27 degrees in 2010. I'm warning you that because it is normal to occasionally get that cold, and it's something that might be approaching as we move into January if these weather patterns continue to evolve, but it's yet set in stone. Well, here's that stationary front draped over the state, and it's giving us a taste of winter to the north that will slowly drift southward. And this morning we did have some milky low clouds and fog down in southern parts of our viewing area, but it cleared and blew off as the day went on. And tonight, other than some scattered showers off the Atlantic coast, it is dry. A what do you call it? Alberta Clipper has been moving from Alberta across the Dakotas, across the northern parts of the Midwest tonight, but it's dissipating, producing some showers there. And this cold front we're just beginning to see coming to play, that is what will pass over us on New Year's Eve into New Year's Day, dropping our temperatures. 5 at Syracuse right now, 6 in Boston, Cleveland, hello, 16 near current temperature, and in Chicago it's currently 13, and Kansas City 23. It's cold even in the deep south, down to 46 in New Orleans. Well, what's going to happen with this pool of cold air and what these threats I'm talking about with lows in the 20s? Well, the evolution of this polar vortex chill between now and a week from tomorrow morning shows it sagging southward, bringing colder temperatures ever closer to Florida. And we've got 2 models predicting a major cool-off, either in the low 40s or the low 30s in one model, and outliers predicting upper 20s, which will throw that out. But all in all, we're going to follow this for the next several days. Look for a big change in our temperatures as we move through the next week. Well, there's that stationary front moving farther south tonight. Scattered showers off the Atlantic coast. High pressure bringing us dry northerly winds, meaning tomorrow should be a really nice day, partly sunny, cooler, upper 60s to near 70. And as we move through Saturday, that front we just saw to the north of us will be approaching. Here's my forecast for tonight. Variable clouds with some patches of fog. Our low 58. Tomorrow, a little bit cooler, but a mix of sun and clouds. 69, the high temperature. And your 7-day outlook indicates that we will have 69-degree readings, pretty close to that for Friday and Saturday. Sunday, it warms up, recovers a little bit. Then the front comes through New Year's Eve. New Year's temperature at midnight, probably 58, 59 degrees. Chance of showers into Monday, Tuesday, drier, cooler. And then maybe the thermometer may fall for next Friday. We'll see if that happens. That's not a threat. That's just an early outlook. Jacqueline.
All right, thank you so much, Steve. Bitter cold expected to grip much of the lower 48 for days to come. And for parts of New York and Pennsylvania, another round of snow hitting again this weekend. Some places could see an additional foot or more. ABC's Richard Cantu reports.
In Erie, Pennsylvania, scenes like this are common. Plows are out trying to clear the 65+ inches of snow that has fallen since Christmas.
The quantity that we got this time was just completely unexpected.
And in upstate New York, just east of the Great Lakes, the roads are finally passable. Crews using front-end loaders to move those mountains of snow. Thursday night, 200 million Americans are caught in the deep freeze. Temperatures in the Northeast are 15 to 30 degrees below normal. Freezing fountains in New York and Philadelphia.
I used to live in Russia. It feels pretty similar.
This Arctic chill shattering record after record. 17 below zero in Flint, Michigan, 32 below in Watertown, New York, and in Cotton, Minnesota, an unbearable 41 below zero.
When I left home this morning, it was -40 on my thermometer.
Officials warning the cold can be deadly, especially for the very old and very young.
Do not let children play outside for extended lengths of time.
At Midway Airport, it was too frigid to fly. More than 80 flights canceled. And on Long Island, rush hour commuters left shivering on the platform, extreme cold causing a train rail to break. All this bone-chilling cold will be sticking around for a while. Some areas already buried under several feet of snow will see even more. Forecasters predicting another 16 inches in some spots. And Sunday night's New Year's Eve ball drop, potentially the coldest since the 1960s. Richard Cantu, ABC News, New York.
The Trump administration is repealing an Obama-era rule that would have set standards for fracking on federal land. The Interior Department posted a notice of repeal today, one day before the new rules were set to go into effect. It was passed 2 years ago to address environmental concerns related to hydraulic fracturing. Companies would have been required to disclose the chemicals they use in fracking and take a number of safety steps. Fracking uses fluids forced underground at a high pressure to recover oil and natural gas. Federal research found that fracking can contaminate groundwater, soil, and air, but that incidents are rare. The oil and gas industries are applauding the repeal, but environmentalists say the move can put people and wildlife at risk, and a court challenge is possible. A big announcement from Apple after admitting some iPhone batteries slowed down without their customers' knowledge. Tonight, the company is apologizing. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez is in Los Angeles with more on that and what the company is now offering.
Apple responding to complaints and backlash after acknowledging it intentionally slows down older model iPhones. The world's most valuable company now says, "We know that some of you feel Apple has let you down. We apologize." The tech giant calling it all a miscommunication, saying about a year ago it quietly installed software to intentionally slow functionality during peak workloads to avoid unexpected shutdowns, insisting the intention was never to force consumers to upgrade their phones.
The battery used to last me about a day and a half, and now it lasts me less than half a day. They made it slower, they made the battery wear out a whole lot faster. You notice it.
Now multiple class action lawsuits have been filed here in the U.S., while agencies in South Korea, France, and Israel are also examining claims against Apple. One suit alleges customers were never given the option to bargain or choose whether they preferred to have their iPhone slower than normal. Apple now offering replacement batteries for free to customers under warranty or with AppleCare, and at a reduced price for everyone else. There will also be a software update allowing users to check the health of their iPhone's battery. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Los Angeles.
An Oregon man drove off the end of a pier in a desperate attempt to escape from police. You can see his pickup truck splash into the Columbia River right there as police chased him on Wednesday morning. The driver got out of the truck and then tried to swim away from officers, but quickly turned around and swam back towards the pier. He was later treated for hypothermia and taken to jail. Police originally wanted to arrest him for suspected trespassing and parole violation, but he's now also facing charges of reckless driving, third-degree escape, and attempt to elude police. And an Ohio worker is feared dead after a trench collapse earlier today. Police say the employee became trapped in the trench just after noon. More than 100 first responders from several jurisdictions have worked for hours to rescue that worker. Officials now say it's a mission to recover the person's body. They estimate the worker is buried up to 30 feet deep. Officials from the Occupational Safety and Health Administration are investigating. Well, sports is next, but first, here's what's coming up on Jimmy Kimmel.
I'm Neil Patrick Harris in for Jimmy Kimmel, and I did pretty well.
The last bird-eating spider, called a tarantula.
Bird-eating spider?
Yeah, hold that, yeah.
What is this going to accomplish?
Okay, here
we go. For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. ANNServices.com. ANDServices.com.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
If high-performance art is what you're into, look no further than Sunset Fiat of Sarasota. For maximum performance, check out the all-new Fiat Spider. You'll flip over the superior handling and capability. Or follow roads less traveled in the Fiat 500X. No matter what your passion is, there's a Fiat for everyone. Prices starting as low as $13,999 during the Big Finish event. Going on now at Sunset Fiat of Sarasota.
My name is Julius. I have cerebral palsy. I work for Farmer Jeffrey Weising Law Firm. I do a lot of data entry and scanning documents. I want to increase my working experience to make the company much better. At the end of the day, it's good to think of the day's work and to think about what I have accomplished.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to abilitieswork.employflorida.com.
My name is Luke Perry, and I am 1 million strong. I'm in the fight against colorectal cancer because I believe we can win it. Colon and rectal cancers are the second leading cause of cancer deaths among men and women in the U.S. Colon cancer is preventable. Know the risk factors and make sure to get screened. There are simple, take-home options available. Take control of your health. Screening for colon cancer isn't embarrassing. It can be life-saving. To find out more about your options, visit fightcrc.org.
Selfless service is the guiding principle of every Army National Guard soldier. They have a stake in the well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. To be an Army National Guard soldier is to serve something greater than yourself. Learn more at NationalGuard.com.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com. AND services.com.
Now, sports.
The Tampa Bay Lightning hosting the Montreal Canadiens at home tonight. In the first period, the Lightning get a great scoring opportunity here with some good puck movement, but Canadiens' Carey Price gets 2 good saves in. In the second period, the score is tied 0-0. Charles Hudon puts a shot on the goal, but Brendan Gallagher gets the deflection into the back of the net. The Canadiens score 1-0. Nikita Kucherov then passes backwards to Steven Stamkos, and Stamkos gets his wrist shot into the back of the net. The score now tied 1-1. The Lightning taking home the win by the end of the night, 3-1. And Virginia Tech taking on Oklahoma State in the Camping World Bowl tonight in Orlando. In the first quarter, Oklahoma State leading 3-0. Josh Jackson, pulls it down and takes it off the left tackle for the tough 13-yard touchdown. Virginia Tech leads 7-3. Later in the fourth quarter, Oklahoma State now leading 27-14. Josh Jackson takes it up the middle for the 5-yard touchdown for Virginia Tech. The fourth down with less than 20 seconds left in the game. Josh Jackson's pass to the end zone is knocked down, and Oklahoma State hangs on to win 30-21. Well, that's a look at your sports tonight. We'll have your winning lotto numbers when we come back.
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with the family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, fishing, or biking and hiking. Or play the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy the flavors of the Black Belt. Book your adventure at our lodges or stay in the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Well, Steve, are we looking pretty good for those of us that want to maybe head out to the beach tomorrow, for maybe people that are visiting?
69, 70 degrees. If you're from the north, that's beach weather. For us
Right.
Floridians, not so much. Take a look at the evening forecast planner. If you're going out tonight, fishing or just walking about, low temperatures in the upper 50s, and it'll be partly cloudy with some patches of fog.
Okay, thank you so much, Steve, and thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Have a good night.